so I get charges. A little bit more health. This maybe I need it. I'm not sure what to expect. I hope for one of the sisters, or maybe both of them at once. If it's both of them at once, it's gonna be tough. It's not really what I expected. There are no scarred road here, even snow. For some reason. Figure. Part of the tree. Like a face and all. It couldn't even be. Oh yeah, it's one of the sisters. Which one? One of them became a tree? Rotten one. Malenia. Without a hand. Is she even fine? Yeah, her arm is closed. She's in some kind of trance, probably. Mechanical hand. Can I just talk? Why
I dreamt for so long. My flesh was dull gold, and my blood rotted. Corpse after corpse left in my wake. As I awaited his return.
His? Oh. Damn, she's huge.
Heed my words. I am Malenia, Blade of Miquella. And I have never known defeat.
Damn. That's the problem. Oh. Yeah. Good begin. Keep it busy. That's her weakness. She didn't. Wasn't that effective? Yeah, fire is fine. She's very agile. Oh damn! But they rode to the side. I wanted at least. Damn, do something. Yeah, stand there. It's too small. Why is her health is full? What the hell? Spam it, but it doesn't really help. It does a lot of damage. Oh, it kinda worked. Damn. She's an arm. definitely have no weakness as fire.
I am Malenia, Blade of Miquella.
For now I don't see weaknesses. She just taking normal damage from many things, but nothing special. I tested different things, that's why I wasted so much time and health. But still, that should be good for her. This to snow. She dodged most of the fireballs and projectiles. Light is still not the worst variant. Like, it's possible to kill her with lightning. What else I have? Oh, fire is not very good. She moves too actively and she's small. Because the summon blades is not a good idea as well. What may help? This very weird spell, but space is very open. If she is not resistant to holy damage, it should be good. Also try other holy spells. Or I can try pure fire. Also variant. It's quite slow, but may work. Time for experiments. That's a good variant. It's very open space. Oh, damn.
Blade of Miquella.
That's something new. This bow was the way pretty nice, actually. Kinda. Those can fall her down, so it's a variant. Try to avoid any income damage and just move around. Go to boss summon. Most likely will run away from me. Damn it. I didn't have time for anything else. Damn it.
Blade of Miquella.
She's recovering. By doing damage or by... hard to say. By killing me or by doing damage, one of two. She's alive still. Okay, blade's not useful. This one is not useful. Let's see. I can try this homing things. Guess she like to dodge. Maybe also some rings and other things. But it's risky to come close. Maybe also phalanx, but it's tricky to use. Not sure that it's really that good. Her spells most likely will be not that effective. You'll never know. She can dodge from most of the spells anyway. To see what will be good. So I need to prep summon, then drink, then we'll see. Still following me? The problem with the spell, I don't really see anything. Damn!
Blade of Miquella.
So many damn jumps. Yeah, she definitely steal from him. That's dangerous. That's why she recurrent health. That's not cool. The fireball is kinda nice, but not that nice. Because of lifesteal, it's all complicated. She's really tough. Definitely one of the strongest bosses. It's definitely doing damage. So cowardly. Damn. Stop using this ultimate. She just spam it. Oh, I'm also spam. I'm a mage and she is not. Damn it. What if I would just try to run all this thing? Fuck.
Blade of Miquella.
Those bad chase. Like, I kinda understand how to dodge this attack, the only problem. So yeah, the tactic is right. I just need to continue doing it. It works. It's a very weak spell, but it works versus her. Because she's just charging and dodging everything, but she cannot dodge the spell. It's impossible. Damn it. Oh, Phalanx is quite useless spell. She dodged. Better stay close, so she will not use devastating attack. So many blows. Damn. How much damage? Just switch. Attack her! Damn it. Attack her, damn it. Someone close to useless in this fight. Switch. No, stop life stealing. Damn, stop using this ultimate. Damn it. Stop spamming your abilities. Fuck, damn. So close. Oh fuck, she just starts spamming the skill. What I don't like from this game is that like everything related on random. Like everything connected to random. If the boss would decide to spam something, the boss will spam it. Will spam all the crap out of it. It's so annoying. Like if it doesn't spam non-stop, I have a chance. If it spam, I have no chance. That's it. Very annoying to understand it. Person. What the fuck is this? I hold the space for my rolls, it didn't work. Go away. There's a very high chance I would die in this fight. Damn it. Yeah. Melee is also dangerous to stay close. Very tough one. Which part is tougher than Snake? Snake that was together. Oh, it's together. That's so funny. But this spell works really. You just need to spam that. Oh, I forgot to buff. Oh, what the fuck? Oh, that what? I didn't even press it. And I didn't have mana. Okay, I fucked up everything from the very beginning. How it can be? That is so good. Oh, but oh, I don't have mana. I wasn't sure why I can do anything. Maybe spam lightning also works. Let's try this tactic. She can stop me. Damn, I didn't see what she's doing, but damn, look at the damage. I did half of her HP, like in few seconds. She's definitely vulnerable to this damage. The problem is I need to stay damn close. But if I wouldn't fucked up everything from the very beginning, maybe I would have a chance. It's actually interesting. That's way faster to try, so let's try this one. Okay. See what she is doing. That's nice thing from him. Vulnerable to lightning for sure. Oh, but the break. Oh damn, when she's doing this, just kill me. Damn, this time it wasn't that good. Sometimes she can be dropped on the ground by it, and sometimes not. Depends. The problem is ground is not really flat. It's not really that good. Right? In the middle of the lake, chances are way better. It's also hard to see. By the way, I have another similar spell. I can try it as well. Maybe even stronger. Yeah, let's think this one. Where it is. Not sure how it will work actually. Like it's quite smooth. Great, also clouds of death. Not sure how the death effect works on bosses, and this is the only known spell that doing such effect. I have no idea how to work. There's only one way to know. It's just following me. Oh wait, I'm just stuck doing this. Damn, she does such high damage to him. Oh damn, yeah. It's definitely not slow casting moment. I'm not sure if there is any profit of placing this effect on my health. I don't see any difference. I'm not sure that this effect overall works in bosses. And she is not immune, for example, for it. Yeah, Cold Lightning is not even close. Oh, damn. Okay. Sometimes she can be stuck, sometimes not. Maybe I should return the old tactic. But I want to try a couple of more spells, maybe. So, lightnings, yeah, doing tremendous damage, but only if I'm like him. And one single mistake can ruin everything, so it's not really the best tactic. It, in theory, may work, but it depends on random. Okay, lightning sucks. This one. Golden Stars. I'm still not sure is she resistant or not to holy damage. But there is one way to know. I think it's useless. Damn. Also, it constantly triggers her to attack me. stop doing this. Just constantly pressing. Ah, but I pressed. Damn. No, she didn't hit me. She didn't hit me. That's a lot of damage. She recovers so fast from him. It's ridiculous. Go away. But I pressed. I hate how it works. She again half HP. But I fucking pressed. So annoying. I'm pressing the button, but it doesn't work that good. Damn it.
Blade of Miquella.
Press the button. Pressed it, and it didn't work. So annoying. Like pressing multiple times and seeing that throw doesn't happen, I have stamina and what the hell. Doing such tremendous damage. I wish I would do somehow more damage, but how? I can try most thunder spam, but yeah. The problem is summon is just feeding here. I can try to play without him, but he also gives me some breaks. So it's also useful, kinda. I have very small amount of mana and health to survive this fight. It's barely enough. Any mistake lead to more troubles. I still can try this one more a little bit, because I didn't test it properly. I didn't see really good effects from the very beginning, but it doesn't mean that it's useless. I also probably should remove all the spells that I don't need. So maybe she's vulnerable to darkness. I didn't test it, but who knows? Yeah, it kinda works, but well, I'm not sure. What if I'll use the dark spell? Don't have many variants actually. Vengeful sprints, chase downfalls. Yeah, maybe it will work versus her. She may be vulnerable to it. Problem is that every single second she's not pressing me, she's healing from summon. Still not clear is it profitable or not to use that. Offensive and defensive spell. When she is constantly present and I'm run away, all this explosion happens behind you. Surprisingly, it works. And even stun Kirby. Oh, damn. Whoa. Didn't see it coming. Overuse of mana, that's a problem. They didn't damage her or what? She's definitely vulnerable to fire or to darkness. Damn it. The flame's so awkward. Spell potentially can do damage, but it's just flying in random directions. Maybe a fireball is not as bad. Like, I'm doing so much damage with that. Twice more than any spell. But she's jumping away from it, so hard to say. Riker's spell is strange. Like, it surprisingly did a lot of damage to her with it, but it was so unpredictable. Very tricky to kill. Not sure what to use. It was actually left. Because melee is not an option versus her. I'm not a melee build, and she definitely will kill me anyway. There's a shotgun also. There's a fireball. Burst out Benny was casted to unleash ripping shockwave. Risky, yeah. Black Flame Ritual, by the way, yeah. It actually, in theory, can work. I don't know. It's funny. But it's hard to see what's going on outside, so it's risky, yeah. Short spell. It's buffers, but not really good. Damn. This one is too slow. She can dodge from most of the spells anyway. Well, in theory I can try some trickery. Simple, but I'm not sure how she will react on this. Not ambush shard. Maybe some invisible spells will work on her, but to say. No, wrong direction. Told me spells, but damn, your lifestyle. That's what ruins the day. In addition to her tricky moves. There were things that I will need to beat her by old-fashioned way and without a summon, but we'll see. Yeah, it all was far away. I thought I would use more mana. She doesn't dodge invisible projectiles. Interesting. That's a feature. Or maybe I should dodge. She actually did dodge. Why the spell didn't work? Damn it. Change it. Damn, I pressed multiple times already to change. She just stand with silly animation. But I dodge! Fuck.
Blade of Miquella.
I'm pressing and yeah, sure the sun not me. Yeah. Actually interesting how the dark projectiles upgrading. Some invisible projectiles kinda dodged or not. We have fireball. No, I don't have it. Doesn't make not much sense. Maybe more tests. Actually, maybe firewall will work. She dodged, yeah, but not all the time. And when she is not dodging, the damage is very high. It's maybe worth it. With all the misses, it's maybe still the best tactic. The damage is real. Damn it. Is that even possible to dodge it? Or just run on her when she's jumping like this? Because I don't know how to dodge it. When I'm a little bit too close, she jumps with such a big projectile in a place that anyway touches me. No idea how to dodge it. Only run at the beginning straight to her if I'm close. That's the only way I see for now. She still dodged very nicely. That was close. Damn it.
Blade of Miquella.
Cheater you, not Malenia. This ability is so devastating. So many hands. Purple is not that good, she dodged most of it. And Coracle maybe better. Hard to say. Oh, need more tests. Like, there is work in a way, but it's very exhausting through this aiming projectiles. There's the way more damage, but there's no... She might dodge all of them. Maybe. Ow, I didn't. I don't think I think it. I think when they put their brains, they move further. They kinda stunned her a bit, but she behaved a bit strange with them. Damn! I thought I almost dodged it. Then I was almost killed by it. Yeah, she kinda stunned when she getting damaged. Stop chasing me! Some gnome is dead. But I dodge. Damn. Stop doing this. But so easy to do half HP. So hard to do the second half. Wow, tactic kinda works, but she's unpredictable. Sometimes she's just chasing me non-stop. What if I would do normal projectiles? They're faster than fireballs, but they go most straight. This one doesn't work normally at all. Doesn't have to short distance. Kinda works, but not always. They're also great spells, but I sincerely doubt anything will work right now. I wonder how really this bad. Like, this is not the best spell, but it's homing missiles of sorts. So maybe it'll work for him. Because the things are very bad and if there are any walls or objects around. That's not the case mostly. Oh fuck, what? I switched the spell. damage is tremendous. She easily dodged all of them. So she jumps. Right now, how probably uses. She jumps exactly on my position, not in some middle ground. She has maximum range, but not the low range. Yeah, projectiles doesn't work. She compensates everything from hitting the guy. Yeah, didn't try this one. Like, few tactics works, the problem is it's really hard to dodge your attacks sometimes. Not different, it would be way better. Well, yeah, she kinda can dodge, but what's the point? No, damn. I pressed. But doesn't trigger her too fast.
I am Malenia, Blade of Miquella.
It's very annoying. Then sometimes can parry, but in most cases doesn't parry at all. Very tricky. Also variant sucks. I like the lightning one because it's very fast to try. Like, why not? Other variants are very slow and unreliable. Rykard's still very strange. Sometimes it's a lot of damage and she doesn't react on me at all. Sometimes she just pushes me non-stop, and because of explosions it's hard to see what's going on. Hard to dodge. I'm not sure. All the variants bad. She's doing too much damage and life still too much. Lightning variant is fast to try. She just fully life stealed it. Fully compensated the damage.
Malenia,
Okay.
Blade of Miquella.
Damn. Her life steal is so cheating. Just enormous. She recovered so much HP from just hitting me. Way more than I'm doing damage. I don't know. Also variant sucks. I basically need to just enter her. I can try to go without a summon. It's unpredictable how it will go. Let's try without a summon. So far no damage. Oh, seriously? so far
Blade
away.
of Miquella.
That's right, yeah. She cheated me obviously she getting this damage only if she is distracted. She can be distracted by the tank a lot. Let's see how she behaves without other things. Can try use this tactic, it works. Kinda. Just need to constantly pay attention to her motion, her moves. Because one of the most ruined tactic for me is that she could recover from hitting the summon. Is it really worth it to charge? I'm thought about doing 3 times more. Like this spell works. This attack is so tough.
Blade of
It's so unpredictable how to dodge it. I mostly can dodge it, but not fully. Ah, damn. Spell doesn't do that much damage. Okay, let's try Soul Riker. Sometimes just walking slow, but she triggers on some attacks, doesn't trigger on others. If they would start exploring from behind her, that would be a useful thing. The stuff also demands a lot of mana. That doesn't trigger her properly. So it kind of works. Definitely creates a lot of chaos. Not sure that I need chaos. Yeah, in the straight directional spells, she will dodge. Yeah, this spell is quite useless. Can damage when she's jumping away from him, but for me... Oh, it's kinda doing damage. Yeah, damage is quite same as this spell. This trigger her a lot.
Malenia. Blade of Miquella.
Okay, I tested it didn't work that good. I was supposed to trigger her too much. I didn't try it so lightning. Not sure if she jumped straight to me or not. This one doesn't work, doesn't work. Doesn't work. This one quite useless as well. Didn't try this, so I doubt that it will be good. Didn't try it first also. By so not sure they tested. Yeah, I didn't test the spell. I got it, but I didn't test it. Got to test. There's also poison. Who knows how she'll react. There is also very specific spell on this one. It's a very strange one, but maybe she can work perfectly versus dodgers because of the mind that start with this. So technically it can do nice solid damage, and it doesn't work good if you hit the dragon, so in theory it can help. It's projectile, but it can funnel. Maybe it will work. It's a very slow spell. I think it's more for PvP than for something else. Well, I can try different things. Maybe something will work. Because usually everyone have weakness. She kinda have weakness, but it's not really a good one. Maybe there are some other spells that may help me, but I don't have them right now. Because dark spells that can follow fast or do some bigger special lines, it may help. But so yeah, I wanted to take Ice Lightning. There's no point of taking Storm, it will not work. Still need to take Ice Lightning. It wasn't perfect though. It was the summon, maybe it'll be better now. But yeah, it's very tough boss. Tougher than a snake. Kinda pretty plain simple, but attacks are so hard to dodge, so they can't do anything about it right now. But I dodge. Why? Why am I lying if I'm dodged?
Miquella.
That's so weird. I pressed so many times. No, I should just lie here and do nothing. Nice. Yeah, this fire is too slow to cast. In theory, can be used. Still tricky to dodge and it's too close range. Like I can't go far away from it. That's what makes it a problem. How slow is to cut this one? Oh, seriously? It works like this? Still maybe works. Some bosses are vulnerable to poison. So maybe... No. The only tricky moment is when to cast it. It's coming anyway. Does it be any effect? Yeah, she's looking too slow. Damn it. She doesn't go through this. This didn't work on her. She's carried around already. How would do that? She's dead. Yeah. Feels like she's immune to poison. Yeah. Throwing it to hell makes no sense. Yeah, it didn't work that good. Same effect. Control fireballs.
I am Malenia, blade of Miquella.
Ah, damn it. I'm still solid. The first boss, the first boss where I wanna summon someone. So annoying. It's really tough. That explains why all the messages just suffering. Why is there more of them now? Now boss start ahead, try fleeing. Yeah, it doesn't work that good. Suffering, behold love. After a good hand and then be Victoria. Yeah, sure. Okay, lightning. I forgot to buff myself. Here. Yeah. Oh damn, that was from afar. It's doing tremendous damage when code is triggered. Jumping away. She don't like it. Maybe this is a key to win. Oh shit. Kinda dodged. Damn it. The bubble was in time. I was immune to damage. That wasn't expected. So this is her weakness. Almost defeated her. Almost. And she used it perfectly well. Ah, damn, that was very close. Okay, so this is a way. She vulnerable to cold, at least not immune. So cold doing additional damage. And when cold triggers, she taking too much damage in one hit, so she run away. This is a way to win. I don't have weaknesses, I just need to find that. Oh, let's try with summon this time. She maybe will recover, maybe not. She will not attack me all the time, so in theory it can be profitable. The damage is so tremendous. The problem is, yeah, from time and she didn't enormous attack. Someone is fine actually, so far. The problem is only, someone can additionally distract you and do some damage, so it's good. So, yeah. Lightning strike is a definitely right tactic. Damn, where's the damage? Oh damn, now it's a question. Yeah, that was dangerous. Yeah. I have the same thoughts, Nasra. No. You'll fucking die. Maybe not right now, but eventually. Stop feeding from him, damn it. What the fuck?
Blade of Miquella.
Ah, so close. So fucking close. Like 3% of HP. Just 1 or 2 casts. Basically 1, because next one would be trigger code and she would die. You're more unpredictable and she just... But tactic is 100%, the best I can find for this. But yeah, I have this phrase in mind sometimes when I'm playing Souls game, like from Matrix. Like, why, Mr. Anderson? Why? The main question is this when you actually buy a game. Like, you know that you will suffer, so why you do it? That's bad. Ah, fuck. I can stop the animation and she already start animation the last moment. A mega attack. Damn, this combos. If not the jumps, like 3 jumps, at least 2 jumps, but she did 3 jumps. And she can just pump the skill from time to time. Annoying. The game. That's fine. I can do it. This now I'm sure that I can do it. Just it's most random now. Damn it.
Blade of Miquella.
Damn, sometimes it's so hard. It's the main problem to dodge when she jump exactly on you. when she jumps somewhere away. If I'm keeping distance, way easy to dodge, but because I can see that he landed first time, then he come to me. And then I can dodge, but when she jumps straight on me, that's a problem. And with lightning I need to keep distance very close. Dangerously close.
I am Malenia, blade of Miquella.
I can stop animation when she starts simultaneously. I cannot do anything. I can only die. I also should leave this corner because sitting in this corner is very deadly. I can go anywhere. Also need to remove all the other spells because it's very inconvenient to switch between them. Don't need all the other crap. Only 2 spells. Can you stop dodging things? You dodged most of my attacks. That's annoying. Damn it. Fuck, it's unreal to dodge when she jump on me. It's fucking suicide. And to drop very careful one by one to be able to run away from this, because if I'm not running away from her jump, then I'm dead in 90% of cases. So it's too dangerous. Oh damn. It's definitely the toughest boss so far, just because of this one single move that's so hard to dodge. Especially hard to dodge if you're trying to do damage. Can you stop cornering me for a second, damn it? Wow, she didn't even dodge. So, yeah, as expected, it's possible to stay close as much as possible to her, but until the last wave. Then I need to roll away, otherwise I'm getting damage from her last attack. very tricky move. Damn. She's basically doing the same as I do. Spawn one single attack. That works. But I actually pressed the dash. Can you not finish me off straight after? It would be sweet. Damn it. No, damn. At the same time. Fuck. Simultaneously, I'm pressing skill and she jumping up as well. Damn. So annoying. Fucking random. If she usually charged with the double attacks as well, but she never finished me off after. But this time she tried. So it's basically just pure random. We should do it or not. Have many possibilities and push a press button or not. It depends. Because it's random. My difficulty of this fight. Sometimes lightning's just walking, passing by, just around. Very close. She just avoided lightning damage like 3 times just by pure random. Damn. I missed the damn sweat.
Malenia.
I pressed space like, I don't know, 15 times, non-stop. All the time, the moment she started attacking. And didn't work. But I was with full stamina, I have no idea why. Sometimes it just doesn't work. And such a small tiny mistakes or bugs and I need to do it again. Damn. I didn't forget boss, and that's the problem. Your bosses allow you to, I know, survive at least one hit. She is not one of them. That was a good thing. At the same time, it was too late to dodge or run with it. There is no signs when she used it. If she would at least do something to see that she will use it. Because when she already jumped, it's just death. It's almost unreal to dodge it. When she landed, if she started doing damage, already cannot avoid it. Most online skill through all the Dark Souls Sekiro in Elden Ring.
I am Malenia.
What the fuck? A stun dungeon is always the same time. Why should this time did damage? Previous times, like 20 times she didn't damage. The whole idea of Souls-like games that you have very reliable controls. Like, not many moves, but you can rely on every single button. And every single animation and everything. And when then suddenly it doesn't work, it should be.
I am Malenia.
What the fuck was that?
Blade of Miquella.
Well, maybe a somewhat more narrow when finish it. How much I'm already trying? Like, it's hard to concentrate for so much time. Constant fighting. So they're probably also doing some mistakes because of it. What's the problem here? Okay. I did any damage, but it's supposed to trigger. I mean, I'm supposed to trigger combo.
I am Malenia. Blade of Miquella.
So annoying when I'm pressing non-stop and it doesn't work. Damn. A very undeniable skill. Should do the same, but it's always different. There are many different variants and directions and time, and still pure random almost. Like, the timings of her moves are always the same. I mean, in these 3 jumps. But it's not the same. It's the exact placement when she jumps. Can be very different.
I am Malenia.
She jumped instantly after attacks. She never did it. After like 30 fights, or how many it was attempts, she never jumped straight after attacks, but she jumped instantly this time. Because of this random Dan each single time. Like, I know the tactic, I'm doing well, but then random thing happens and I'm dead. And almost always it's the same attack. Just avoid By random. Nice. Twice. Thrice. No my potions and everything. It's futile. Let me finally get some damage. Why? This time she did so much damage. I did absolutely the same moves as always. And this time she jumped and fell exactly far away enough to do circle, to play circle exactly on my character. It's just one shot. Oh, random. She does somewhere 5 or 6 strengths in this fight. Just because she was a little bit between lightnings. Very. It's already end of the day. Damage from cold trigger is so tremendous. Why I didn't dodge any of 3 hits? I pressed space non-stop. I didn't dodge just non-stop. And none of them works. Fucking random. It was pretty nice beginning. It was many unlucky randoms, still it was nice. So basically I'm doing the same until, well, I will stop being unlucky. So it's even random when will she charge on me at the very beginning or not. Will she dodge attacks or not? Will she use normal attack like this or she'll use combo? Or she'll jump? Still no cold trigger. To start running, I need to hold space for some time and character doing nothing. This period. So annoying. Eventually, I didn't run and I didn't dodge and eventually nothing. 3 time jumps. Can you go away, please? Not for long, but just a little bit. That's a perfect dodge. Stop playing stealing, damn you. Damn it.
Blade of Miquella.
Moved so many times. And didn't help. Doing upset is the same, but sometimes perfect dodge, sometimes just one shot. Mechanics that I can't rely on. Like first time I need to dodge away from her, then to her, then away from her. But it not always work like this. Yeah, it's ideal when she's jumping away. Taking such a blow. First time she didn't jump, not on me. Promise she recovered so much health. They barely can compensate by damage. Questionable what is worse. She just recovered all the health by beating Meteor. And she did the same. And I missed all the lightning since she recovered fully, almost killed it now. Stop fucking dodge! That's not what I wanted to do even. I was to buff myself. Didn't work well for some reason. And she does it again. Just by standing still. I suppose. A bit random. And she just stands in the middle of it and does nothing. Maybe so it's even easier to kill her. She's mostly standing still. Jumps away and gets too damaged. That's beneficial for me. Fuck. They managed to damage me. She just dodged it twice by standing still. I ran out of mana.
Blade of Miquella.
Just a little bit more damage and she would be dead, but she dodged so many times just by standing still. What the fuck is this doing? She just stand in the middle of the wave of lightnings. They're all moving around, yeah? What's the chance of this, random? Yeah, it feels like probably it's faster to kill her without someone, because she behaved too unpredictable. But damn, the camera have been so bad. I still did 0 damage. So she managed to avoid all the damage. If she starts doing damage when I'm even dodge, she will do all 3 hits, and all 3 hits one-shot me. It's full health. It's a 9. But if I dodge the first one, all the next hits still probably can hit. I will not continue dodging, but I will continue dodging. Get it random. Run away from this corner. It's useless to stay there. Okay. Two times should just avoid the 3 times. What the fuck is this? What's the chance for this? And should jump at the same time. Yeah. I don't even have a chance to start that. I should jump at the same time. It's one shot. Random. Most random enemy. Like Snake was very predictable. Wow. Sometimes also starts spamming all the time. It still was fine. Gargoyles were predictable as well. They also constantly spamming. It was fine. What's the chance to dodge these attacks? It's just so stupid. It's like, it's also 0 chance to avoid the damage, but she managed to do it from time to time. Yeah, sometimes you jump behind me, sometimes you jump like under some angle. If I'm doing this, then it's impossible to follow. In camera, I cannot follow it as well, so I can't see what's going on. Fucking random. So it's just random will she jump the same time when I press a node. Second random will she jump properly or not. So jumps, it's just pure random. I cannot do anything to make it better for me. I'm just doing attempt by attempt. That's all I can do. This time she didn't jump away. So much damage. I'm avoiding damage. walking to the right. I hit you with sword. Final blow. Please don't tell me that this is phase 1. So I was just needed to poke her once with a sword. Ah, damn. Don't tell me that this is the second phase. I reckon this is Miquella. Will she become a tree? How is that even possible? I always protected Malenia. Trying to save her from Scarlet Road.
Wait.
Fuck. Second phase? Seriously? Oh, wow. Another tower. I saw one like this. I don't like this music. What the hell is this? The fuck is
Scarlet
this?
bloom flowers once more.
It was just face on there. Seriously. Shit.
You will witness true horror.
Can I not? That was the end.
Now, rot.
Damn, this is not good. What the fuck she is doing? Like, I have no idea what it does. It does current rod. Where is the damage? Can you stop chasing me non-stop? Damn it. Damn it. Yeah, she's definitely resistant to fire damage.
Flesh be
Damn.
consumed by
So,
the scarlet
damn.
rot.
How to defeat it twice? Like even once it's a problem. It's so much random just to defeat her once. Okay, if she will be not in the state, and she most likely will not be, I'm fucked up. Okay, probably this is a boss where I should call someone. Yeah, she's here again. May go back. Okay, what if I try to fight it? Most likely I will do very low damage. Yeah, very low damage. And every mistake.
I am Malenia,
Mistakes are to
Blade
hit.
of Miquella.
I'm not a melee after all. And she is resistant to holy, so instead of doing bonus damage, I'm doing lower damage. So it makes no sense. Ooh. Yeah, she definitely is the strongest boss. And probably the strongest boss of the whole game. I probably should call someone, because alternative is to go all the other ways and find, I know, probably just rise level to get the top-notch spawns. With them, I most likely will kill him. But I didn't want to go back after wasting so much time. I never use these items, but looks like it's time. I'm not even sure what I need to use, but probably this. I use the cope and host of stone. I have 40 stones, I never use them. this time. Most likely there are a lot of people ready to help. Mage. Mostly need a melee or something. Oh, most of the mages. Should be tricky to fight in melee. Damn, they all mages. Oh, this guy may be good at parrying, I don't know. Can summon more. Yeah, let's summon more people. Hey! Probably should take third spell, but let's see. For some reason I attacked somewhere from right. Well, my goal is to survive as much as possible. Yeah, he isn't cold attacks as well. In such fight it's better to use auto-aim spells. Dodge like mad when there are so many players. And one of them is already dead. It doesn't really work that good. There's so many people. Should use different tactic. I should use Rykard's spell, most likely. It's best choice. Should become way tougher, by the way. Not like I'm not doing damage. Just she is very tough. Wow, we fucked up. Even once defeating him would be a problem. Summer guy is still nice. Yeah, the spell is too bad in terms of mana consumption. To become way tougher. This guy is already dead. Yeah, cold is doing damage, but I definitely need different spells. Oh damn. They're all dying also from a couple of hints. Mage died so fast. And she's the same toughness. Yeah, nice guys. Was very helpful. So looks like she's really tough. Because, well, usually when you summon someone, at least in Dark Souls, they get in such a pro that just smacking the boss easily without no effort. And this time it's just 3 guys. I know.
Blade of
No one can do anything. Oh, I'm not even sure what to do then. I need some cheaper spells that I can reliably spam. This definitely should be different for group. Even in group it's hard to kill. Ah, damn. Different plans for this day. It's annoying that it's at the end of the day. I need to try this boss. And I definitely will not be able to kill it twice. Like first phase, okay, second is pure random. Even first phase is hard to go. So it's not a good one. Can take sniper spell, but will be not enough damage. Obviously darkness spells works good. So dark spells and cold spells works good. Do I have anything else from incantations? The stars. Well, it didn't reliable damage, so maybe it's worth it. The Riker. Just spawnable projectiles doing very nice damage and not that expensive. This projectile doing reliable damage, but she will have so much health. Will not really help that much. Else. Yeah, cold spell. Well, now I have quite an arsenal. I have 47 items. Already 46. Hopefully it will be enough to kill her. Looks like it's not an easy task. Mage. Some strange guy with buckler. Jail guy. Oh. This one looks decent, I guess. Hey! I think they all using frost. Yeah, frost looks like it's only. Damn, please don't die. Yeah, triggering frost is the only solution. They're all using frost. Frost waves. Oh damn. Ah, damn it. Ah, she triggered the wave on me. Fuck, I failed all the fight. Ah, damn. The waves still fail all the fight. I should be very careful on spamming. Yeah. Now I know what to spam. I promise I need to be very careful. I will just fail everyone by doing this. But yeah, it's definitely the right way. Okay, the multiplayer. Multiplayer menu. Oh, okay. So I can see all the stuff here. It's good. Let's try again. Yeah, Heaven Mages may be a good variant. Maybe not. I don't know. But 2 minis. I don't know if it's a good idea or not. No, unable to summon. Hey!
Hey!
Okay. they're using fire. Not sure how fire is useful. Yes, this guy used mist. The zone started doing damage. In addition to video or something else. Just pressing non-stop, that's funny. Okay. Fuck! The fuck, seriously? Seriously, I died instantly. Fuck. That's a shame. Who could tell that she... I don't see what she's doing because... She just stand, okay... It was animation, it was clear what she would do. But I didn't remember how it was started exactly. Yeah. Knows how personal that is, but yeah. Obviously spawn spell is a good idea. Maybe the spell works. I don't know. Is it? Same guy. Wizards. I need more wizards. Fellow wizards.
Hey! 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 Hey!
Or maybe even know each other, I don't know. Was they doing this stuff on a regular basis? What the hell is this spell? Oh, this spell is in game. This spell exists. I hope that it can be in game, but I didn't see it. Anyway. Damn it. Do damage? Fuck, that's bad. This time we're doing way less damage than machine. Damn it. Can you stop doing this attacks non-stop? many of them I need to make a build up? Did it, but it will not save the day. Just
Let your
Ow.
flesh be consumed
what?
by the scarlet.
Just one
rot.
shot. Okay. Was a bit distracted trying to find the spell or something. Ah, but yeah, last party was the weakest from all of them. Oh, damn. Probably the next phase is just to comment. He also switched to different spells, probably because she's not vulnerable to cold, maybe, hard to say. Let's see. Damn. Some groups is quite fine.
Hey!
For a second. For a second! Damn it. So what the hell is this spell? Some cold fire? Or what? Damn, it's a lot of damage. This is a spell, I think. I mean, not a spell. Change direction? Yeah, the spells from Dark Souls advanced. Promise it's really hard to find them. I'll just need high level. Maybe common 60 level is exactly the spell. Yeah, dodging. No, she's just taking one. Oh, damn it. No. I didn't know she attacked me. She just attacked absolutely different direction. Then switch to me and just fly. Oh, fuck. Damn it. She just switched to me instantly. Oh, that was unexpected. It's definitely the strongest boss of this game. I sincerely doubt that there will be anything even a little bit close. but she wasn't that strong as some others. Damn, seriously? What the hell is this? Even. Let's see. So we can do this, but yeah.
Hey!
Physical menace. That's interesting. Some gravity spell. Damn it. Oh, one of them dead? Seriously, how? At the same time? Was it even possible? Okay, we're already fucked up. It's the very beginning. Lightning did like 0 damage. Damn, wrong poison. We have 0 chances to win right now. It's not really that strong. That one maybe was strong but dead somehow. I can try to change that. Jump on me.
Blade of Miquella.
So tired to... Yeah, it's a really hard one. So it's not that hard, like, faster to kill alone in first phase, but second phase I didn't have mana to do it. That's why I need at least some help. And some guys are enormously strong and definitely know what they do, and others, well, are just trying to do something. Not really effective now. Mages need it. Mages definitely strongest variant. Yeah, this one should be strong. Hopefully. Mages actually effective in group. The way faster DPS than medium. You need to do a lot of hits and they're risking a lot. You could die any moment. Long as the fight continues.
Hey!
the prison. Just constant attacks. Damn, look at all the spells. Something what I don't have for sure. No, don't die, please. Oh, there is this spell in game. Damn. Please don't die! Fuck! Almost defeated here, and she recovered a lot of HP from it. Well, let's see. Go away. Damn it. Can you stop pressing for at least a little bit of... Good damage, please! Stop experimenting with swords.
Let your
Oh,
flesh be consumed
what?
by the scarlet rot.
Fuck. Damn it. If only we would 3, but damn, it's there. So many attempts, I'm so dead. My chat is just out closed in the middle of the fight also. It's pretty much dead anyway, but it's annoying. I don't know who to summon, so it would be possible because damn. Okay, it didn't help much. Not many guys left. Okay, 2 minutes. Let's try 2 minute approach, why not? But damn, it's just so tough. With some better spells, yeah, obviously it would be way better after like 10 levels more.
Hey!
Okay, this guy kinda naked, what the hell? Only if someone sent me. What the fuck? I hate it. Why sometimes I cannot dodge that? And exactly, it's so disappointing because the game's obviously wasting their time and yeah, I feel miserable. Sometimes it's so annoying. Disappointing. Yeah, there was a reason why I never used this function. Now I need it. Actually, there are many people here. Like, mage is the most useful so far, but actually some melees are good. Just not all the melees are good. And hard to say which one is what. Well, summoned, but who is summoned then?
Hey!
Damn, he's doing lots of damage. Is it blunt? Oh, what he's doing? That one just doing nothing, what the hell? Like, what's the point? This guy is really good. Using proper weapon. But why she's doing nothing? What the fuck? She didn't even try to attack him. Waiting for second phase or what? Should just make him tougher. She kinda a healer or something. We don't need a healer, we need the fucking damage. The name is support healer, but damn. The only luck that the other guy is so good that he compensated for me. No, I need to not back this up. such a huge aware of this spell. Just leave, dude. Damn shoot. Oh, fuck. Yeah, that was actually a good kill. Damn it. Didn't expect that. Damn, he does so much damage as well. What the fuck? Slow motion. Almost. Damn it. Damn it. Have one in me. Kill her.
Your strength, extraordinary. The mark of a true lord.
Damn. Red goddess.
Dear Miquella. Oh, dearest Miquella. My brother. I'm sorry. I finally met my match.
Well, it's not really much, but it's 3 people. Damn. Ah, she reminds me of the well, main boss at Sekiro, I suppose. Very similar moves in many cases, and 2 phases and Field of Flowers and everything. Ah, damn. It was very skillful guy. It was well, quite not easy. And I spent all my mana. Oh, obviously, it's supposed to become tougher. And we did damage on it, 2 of us. Without a healer. But healer actually saved my life, probably. Hard to say. I wasn't damaged actually eventually second time anyway. So it wasn't really necessary maybe, but damn. Ah, quite an experience. Hopefully it was the only boss where I was need some help. Alternative is only farm like 10-20 levels by clearing all the other parts of the game and then return, because without top-notch spells I have no idea how to defeat her. The guy used something like blood loss weapons, so that's probably the way. But from spells, there is one that's doing it, but it's tricky to land it, so that I would use it normally. So really hard boss. So many people failed as well that tried to help. It's been like 1.5 hour more than I expected, but it was a tough fight. Okay, well, I think it's fine that I fought in co-op. Like, I mean, it's overall fine, most of people playing co-op this game, but still. This boss definitely deserve together. Fight together with everyone. So it looks like it's possible to summon only 2 people. I don't remember how many was possible to summon Dark Souls. Also probably 2, or maybe even 3. Anyway. Oh, probably 2 and the quest character. In Dark Souls I used it by the way pretty often. Some bosses were really tough and I was not a fan of bosses sometimes. Okay. Still need to get in dungeons. So there are some of this lightning spells, classic lightning spells from Dark Souls. Where they are? Oh, I didn't see this flower by the way. Before I rest with the grace. Interesting that the other one, the other flower like this also exists. By the way, yeah, maybe I understand who it is. Miquella become a tree. Malenia, oh, just dead. And there was also Millicent. And she probably went to this place. Maybe she was able to help. If I would arrive earlier, maybe. Hard to say. Maybe there was a way to help. There is another flower like this, and maybe it belonged to Millicent. Hard to say. Straight rest again. Will something change? What about the tree? How she could become a tree, or part of the tree, or how it works? Just sit here. I also got some items from her, but not sure. I don't even remember what I got from her. I was so focused on other players, plus I'm fucking tired. Also, I'm curious what it is. Golden Proteus used by the one-armed Valkyrie. Maybe I was able to give it to medicine, but I tried and didn't see such option. Maybe it's possible to give it to someone else, but not sure to whom. Some things can be known only by, playing many times, or by collective knowledge. And logic I should have her remembrance, but I don't see it anywhere. I don't remember where they should be on. Remembrances. I don't see it anywhere. Maybe there? Nope. Remembrance of Malenia, goddess of front, hewn into the air tree. The power of its namesake can be unlocked by the finger reader. And turns it can be used to gain a great bounty difference. Okay, Miquella and Malenia are both the children of a single god. Oh, the children of God? What? I thought they was king, not a god. As such, they are both Empyreans, but suffered affliction from birth. One was cursed with eternal childhood, and the other harbored wrath within. Oh. Okay, so she really was a, goddess. No surprise that she was undefeated, like, there was only one god slain, as far as I understood. So, yeah, no surprise. So, Lone Flower. So, logic is the other flower is a Miquella or Millicent. Hard to say. It's only possible to encounter someone here. Maybe if I would do something differently, I would be able to encounter in time. Maybe if I would drive here without doing something. Or maybe it's impossible, and these flowers just will exist. Hard to say. But logic is this left only from Scarlet Rod, as far as I understand. And if this is true, it could be left only by Millicent, because she also was... But also Millicent was cured, kinda, by this, needle. So strange. doubt that someone will spawn, but well, who knows? It was so lonely here, so quiet. Well, it was exhausting. So many attempts. It would be fine if it would be just one phase, but two phases. I expect that should be two phases, but damn. This boss is so harder than others. Just enormous toughness. And the only problem basically actually jumps. If not the jumps, everything else would be fine. But jumps are so unpredictable, so devastating. And if you're not a character focused on dodging, and if you didn't play melee all the game, it's really hard to dodge. Because if you melee, you're kinda used to it. I mostly dodge when it's necessary. And trying to avoid any melee when I have mana, because, well, it's not really smart to stay close if you're not a melee. And for hybrid, it's just too much. Okay, at least location's finished. I think. There are two small minor parts of it. It can be cleared, but it can wait. Anyway, it's just tiny bits. Nothing special can be there. But the main location is uncleared, because I moved straight through the nights to liturgical town and then went there. Because I was curious what will be behind this way. There are still many places to go. The church probably was snowed, some tree, some ruins. To say what are there. Also some ruins and some ruins. So there is something. There is also this location that is not fully cleared, and there is probably final location, this one. Maybe there will be some way down below. But yeah, I thought that fight with Malenia will be somewhere maybe there. Like a lot of current round. But probably no. But there is still for Belfry left. And still there is one one part of the underground location left. And something that looks like an imp. And it's obvious that this part is beginning here and should be continuing there. So most likely there will be a way to get there. There is also isolated tower. Who knows what leads there. And I have no idea what will be at the end of the sewers. So still there are some locations left. Damn. So yeah, logically I should skip this boss and just go for honors. But well, I spent so much attempts to kill it. It was just first phase. Damn. So it was better to ask for help and defend it. And just go back and try again somewhere else later. Anyway, that's enough for today, for sure. We'll continue tomorrow. That was a lot of fighting. So yeah, thank you for watching, guys. Tomorrow will be more on Elden Ring, so see you. Bye bye.